Hey Lena, how you doing?
Hey Mitch, I'm good. How are you doing?
Alright.
Good.
I cannot complain.
Well, that's good. Who needs to hear complaints anyway?
Yeah. Well, I could, but who would listen, right?
Exactly. I'm gonna try to put you on. I was on my phone. I'm on my phone right now, so I'm gonna play around and open up my monitor and actually maybe take some trades or
Oh, you're back trading?
well, no, I'm just I'm only gonna take like one or two trades possibly tonight with you if it presents itself, but I've still got a good 2 more weeks before I
Uh,
set up the account I want, and that I have a couple of clients cleared up and not working for them anymore. So it's a lot. But anyway, I'm not complaining either. I just want to get your Zoom open on my computer instead. So I'm going to mute myself, okay?
okay.
Okay.
Alright, we'll make it pushing up. I wonder if this is just going to be the high for the month. And we're going to continue down. I mean, I do want to see us. I mean, we tapped into this 2-hour order block that I had here. Around. Oh, we created it, tapped into it here, and then left it. So I want to see if we're going to come down to test it again, or are we just going to keep not even test it, come into here, sort of block here, or this breaker to continue pushing up. For the day, I would like to see it push up, at least form this formation, some kind of probably into here, hopefully. Let me see what news we got before I okay, news. That's that cord. That's that cord again. Calendar.
So my Discord's updating on. um, I have a question for you. Did you? I was just looking at gold. Is that what your chart is right there? I think it is.
Yes, this is gold.
It's small on my phone here, so I was just noticing that it went back into that range again. It's sort of a big range, but it went back, and it's also sitting at a long time support and resistance where it hits a lot of times.
Yeah, this is a good level. I mean, if you look back to the left, I mean, it's held up pretty much all the way, let's see, November of 2020, June of 2020, May of 2020. It's all at this level that we're at now. It has always tested it, so which is why I want to see if we're gonna break it down underneath it and respect it, to push down before breaking back up, because that's what it tends to do. If you look, I mean, it's only done it a few times, so we could possibly get a nice, but I don't see any news for Monday. We don't got no news. We have ISM services PMI on Tuesday, a red folder. We have ADP Wednesday, so unemployment claims, and then NFP Friday. So it's gonna be a Wednesday, from Wednesday on. So I don't know if we're gonna get very much. I mean, I'd like to see it, but I don't know. We're getting this nice push up though to make our top wick for the day. So I believe we're gonna push down. I don't know if we're gonna get a very big candle today, since there is no news, and we might just hover waiting for the news folders. So let's see.
Can I just bring you back to when you were saying that the last two times when it did make the move from there, did you say it sort of jogged down first?
So we came down, right? We broke this level here back in August. Then we came down, tested it once, tested it twice, and then we actually broke up. But then if you look back from the last time before that, we came down into this area back in February. It tested it, and then rejected it, then tested it some more before finally breaking up. So we have this whole April to February, so we had 2 months of it being underneath it, trying to break above it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then we have all this here. We came underneath it when
pretty comfortable at that price, like in that price range.
Yeah, I mean it's like probably the average, right? Before all this bullshit.
Yeah, before, was that the Brexit being over, or what?
Yeah.
Or was that?
It's been low.
That COVID or what? No, because
COVID is right around here. This is COVID right here.
Okay. Sorry?
Oh, there was someone there. They just didn't mute themselves.
Oh, okay.
But let's see. This 4 hour push and have a nice. Okay, so I got this nice M formation I want to see, but I don't know if it's gonna break just yet. It broke twice here. I mean, we did 1, 2, 3. Maybe on the next 4 hour candle we'll get a nice push down.
That could be.
Just cause it did it in two, so it might be a little bit consolidating before pushing down.
Yeah, and it might. I mean, it's a few days before those red envelope, things. Because sometimes you think, well, it's just going to sit and consolidate until the news, but we've got 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
4 or 5 days. So.
Yeah, we got until the big news comes in Wednesday, so you figure
got a little bit of time, at least one day.
Yeah. The way this is looking, I think we're gonna get a nice push up in this hour to continue this wick for today. We had this nice climbing, and we had this nice weak bearish. Or bearish. So I want to see if we're going to continue. It depends on where this hour is going to close in the next 9 minutes, but I would really like to see it keep going.
remember buying or testing out that software that you and I talked about, or actually probably you talked to a lot of people about it, but it was sort of like what Raja came out with, but
Oh, for the computer, they sent me a MT4 version, so I never got to actually use it.
okay.
So
Okay. Because I was, I would like to set myself up with that.
yeah, I wish I could have kept it, or had it, or at least tried it to see how it.
Yeah. If I get
Uh,
one for MT5, then I'll send one to you. I'll give it to you.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I've been just using my phone, to be honest with you, and it's becoming
Oh,
quite like I just downloaded the app for my phone, and it's been pretty solid.
like a trading. You're your MT5.
Yeah,
Really? That's what Sammy does.
yeah,
And, it's working well for you? And I
yeah,
find
I
it.
like it. So I mean, because the only thing that I do not like about it is when we get into the when I have multiple positions and I want to try and close them all
Yeah,
together real fast.
if you want to manage a trade, it would be for me. It would be big.
But yeah, it's that's the only downfall right now that I see with it. But for the most part, I don't mind.
Okay. Every time I open, and this hasn't happened in years, every time I open my MT5 in the last few weeks, just to check something, all the lines go, like all the toolbars go down. They won't memorize, and I keep going back and telling it to memorize, and it's just a pain in the butt here. I have to set everything up each time.
All your settings and everything.
Yeah, like the minutes and hours, and then any line. It's basically the toolbars, standard and line studies and time frames.
Yeah.
That for the first time, I'm finding that I can't. This MT5 actually probably does the same in MT4. I must have clicked something wrong. I know it wouldn't have done it without having clicked something wrong. So, but I just can't find the right thing. I've been all around this thing, and I've been on YouTube searching the question.
Yeah, I don't think I've changed my MT5. So I think it's just a regular whatever it was when I started.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to change mine either. Um, anyway. It's just there's one part that I did have that I had bought for like $19 or something that gives me the spread. It sits on the right on the thing, and it gives me the spread all the time.
Yeah, I did download one of those, but I got it for free.
Oh, good.
And it was the only thing that it doesn't, it tells you the points. So sometimes if you're not paying attention and you see like 130, or you're like, oh shit, I'm 130 pips, and it's really only 13.
Oh yeah.
But other than I still, hey, it's free and it works. So
Yeah.
Buffalo, yes, yes, yes.
What's going on?
Oh, someone in the chat.
Let's go. Hi, Lena.
Hey, Michelle, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
I've been in profit like 4 times today. I just
Today?
drawdown up to that high, and now I'm ready for it to drop.
Wow. So you're expecting it to drop? So as Mitch mentioned that too. He's thinking.
Well, DXY it made a gap at the open, and DXY went straight down, and it's on its way back up right now.
Oh.
So it should bring gold
It
down.
should be dropping. Okay, gold should be dropping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
We'll just see how much.
I don't know if it's gonna drop tonight though. I think we're gonna. I would like to see it push up and continue this wick
No.
That makes
for the
more
day.
sense.
Why are you in sales already?
Yes, Mitch.
Oh, then I don't think we're gonna continue up. I think.
I don't know what my 1 hour. I'm sitting on the 1 hour timeline. I'm thinking, geez, it's a lot of not resistance, but
I mean, I think you should be good, Michelle, if you got at the top of this wick, because we do have this breaker that has been respecting as a main resistance support.
yeah.
We're thinking alike.
Guys, morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
I hear Lena, and I'm like, wow, that's something.
Yeah, I hopped on with Mitch, and I was on your WhatsApp for a minute, and Michelle and Mitch both opened at the same time, and I'm like,
I saw that too. I was like, okay.
I was a minute faster.
Who showed up first in the WhatsApp? Mine or Mitch's?
Mine.
Michelle's did, and but I had contacted
What?
both of you on
I'm at.
Discord.
Mine says they're 8:36 p.m. Hers says
Mine says
8:37 p.m.
Mine says 8:37 and yours says 8:38 on mine.
Mine says
Yeah.
8:36.
That's hilarious. We
Oh
did it
my
at the
God.
exact same time.
Isn't it? Yeah. And but on Discord, I had asked Mitch if he's going on because he always goes on at night. So I had to sort of decide.
I know. I saw your message on WhatsApp and I was like, "Hey, Mitch is on." Daniel and I were in my Zoom talking.
Oh.
So we came over here. So Daniel should be in here.
Talking about that 40-0 loss
Was that the Cowboys?
to Houston.
Oh no, we didn't. We turned it off. We turned it off. My niece was over and she'd never seen Top Gun, and she's 16. And I was like, "Oh, we're gonna watch Top Gun."
AJ is here. AJ, speak up.
That game was fun, but only because we were winning, it did get kind of boring.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I wish it was
Buffalo's
Dallas
pretty
because I could rub it in Cody's face.
How did Dallas do? We couldn't get that game.
I don't know. How did they do? I think y'all won. I think they won.
Brian said they won.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they won.
We tried to make some higher highs compared to Friday, did we?
A higher high on Friday?
No, today. The
Yes,
wick
we
is
just
higher.
broke the high.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. What's the plan?
to sell. And then
It could go any way. I
It
hate to say
can.
it, but it is just right on the resistance and support line.
I see, yes, I see a support line, trend line that it's coming off of.
Yeah.
you like my channel? Is this a channel? No.
Sure. It's an hourly. You know what? I can check it for you. Hold on. Let me check it. On an hourly? There is a channel. Mitch, we'll have to talk later.
Okay.
Cause
How are you doing, Sasha?
And
I'm good, I'm good.
Good. Are you working? Are you just coming off work, or when?
I'm still in bed sleepy.
Oh, good for you. Trading.
Yeah, it,
So I love trading from bed.
yeah, it's 8 to 9 a.m. almost in the morning, and we slept absolutely late in here. We were having fun. Guests were over, and there's still some people are still staying back here. So, it's kids' holidays here, so that's why my mom is having party with her friends.
a kids' holiday?
It's a kids' school break for 2 weeks
Oh.
in Australia. Yeah.
Dang, you only get 2 weeks? Or they do?
After every term, I think, school term, they get 2 weeks off, and then again 2 weeks after every 2 months or 3 months like that. Like your what do we call it?
Spring break or
Like
recess?
spring break in March, like we used to have in the US. That's the same way. So actual summer break will be in December. Would you believe? When you all get your winter break for 2 weeks. It's our summer holidays for 6 weeks, 5, 6 weeks here.
Yeah. I don't like breaks. The kids need to go to school more.
Check you out.
I mean, she gets mad days off, and she went to the same school that I used to go to, and there was not that many days off when I went there.
So now you're upset. You know, my son has the whole week off school this week. So their school district takes a week off in October, then he has Thanksgiving off for a week, then this Christmas, like 2 weeks off, and then in February he has a week off, and then in March he has a week off. So they get a lot of weeks off.
Yeah, they do it here. I think this is our spring, so this must be their spring holidays. My mom has some of her friends who has younger kids, so they are usually busy. When they are off, my mom called that group over, and then she's enjoying with them, having fun, playing with all uncles, or playing cards and having good time. I was like, okay, not bad.
You sound like you've been partying, Sasha.
I've been with them. I've been playing.
Have you been laughing a lot?
No, I was doing the puzzles, 300 and 500 puzzles competition with the kids. I was trying to mess up their puzzle. So yeah, we were just doing that part.
Hey AJ, do you think that do you look at the 30-minute, do you see an M?
15 minutes. Where's the M, Michelle?
On a 30-minute?
Oh, you want to complete the M? Want it to go down. Ha ha ha.
I'm looking at some, yes, I'm looking at some stuff. And let me see what DXY is doing, if it's made it up to its gap yet.
Michelle, did you just ask AJ about an M, or did you mean to say Mitch?
I said Mitch. Did I say AJ?
Yeah, I knew what she meant. That's why I drew it. I knew.
Mitch, do you see an M? DXY is still going up, and gold is not going down. This is not fair. It's just not fair.
Why do you want to take it down? You definitely are in sales.
Oh, I have my eye on 18. I have my eye on a little indicator that says 90%. Down at 1849.
It will tap down there, but later maybe. I think it's gonna tap back in there sometime, but later.
Are you sure?
No, of course not.
What in the hell?
I'm predicting and forecasting. And that's all.
Man, I'm on like a seesaw right now. It's like I'm at a teetering point in this trade where it's gonna go one way or the other. And I'm in profit, and I don't want to take my profit because I feel like it's just gonna drop after I take it.
You can't close
1705.
partials, can you?
I could.
It just costs her a lot of fucking money.
No. I could close one. I could close. I'm holding several, so I could close one or two,
Or bring your TP to BE. At least you're not going to be in loss. And then you take another entry.
It would totally hit my TP. It would totally, it would totally go get it.
I wanted to
Happens
come.
every time.
I
The
really
only
want
time
it to
it
come
doesn't
up.
happen is if I'm like more than 20 pips away. Then I'm pretty safe.
Yeah, I don't think today the whole daily candle is gonna do much. Doesn't look like it to me.
Right, Michelle. Now we're gonna go down.
Why now?
Hey, who said that?
Because I got in.
Oh my gosh.
Well, now I don't know, because when me and AJ are in the same favor, in the same positions,
Yeah.
Take it further.
in the same zone, it tends to like just
68, 67, tapping in.
yeah.
Are you in AJ? I was in profit right off the bat. And on Asia at this time, whenever I do that, I should just take it and be done with Asia.
Yeah, Asia is gonna be slow today, very slow.
I think I had almost 20 pips in profit.
Dude, what the fuck? This shit's pissing me off. Mm.
Who wrote by the high? I want to know that. Is that AJ?
What they said by? I'm
Yeah, on the
assuming.
screen with the red.
We have a gap lower. Let me check. Let me. Ooh. We have a gap back where DXY has the gap. That's not like we have a gap at the same place DXY has the gap.
And where's that?
1749.
Let me see if I can find it on y'all's chart.
45. I like 45.
It is.
We have a lot of liquidity at 52 here, orange line.
So the gap is right here at y'all's 1761.1.0.
Okay.
That's where the gap is.
Is that where the market opened?
Yes, it's right where the market opened, and that's where DXY left a big gap.
So it gapped up over the weekend.
So that's what's crazy is DXY is headed to fill its gap right now, and gold is not.
Yeah, but it's gonna do that maybe later on. It's hanging in there. It's just doing its own thing. I wish it follows DXY more nicely, which doesn't do.
I like 1775.
Yeah.
Then we sell.
17. I was even thinking about 1785ish area, the orange line at the top,
Or bounce off this.
but not today.
No, possibly. I mean, we're coming into this 4-hour order block here.
No, that's not happening today. That's not happening today, Mitch. Monday morning, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I think all 4 days we have red folders. Keep something for that.
No, we don't got red folder till Friday, Wednesday.
Really? Even on nothing tomorrow? I think we had something tomorrow.
No, we have OPEC meetings. That's all of us all day.
Okay.
You got the RBA rate statement for AUD, and then nothing Tuesday. Oh, we do got something Tuesday. I lied. We got ISM services PMI.
Okay, so tomorrow, and I'm expecting good moves Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but nothing much today because there isn't any red folder. Yeah, we got 5 bullish candles, 4 bullish candles right now. Hmm.
Ooh.
So everyone in YouTube, where do y'all think we're going? I'm both chats because I got them both open. Yeah, I'm the first like.
Do we have any OB down at the downside anywhere in the middle?
We got some
Oh,
breaker block.
where? Yeah, we got a bunch of breakers down in all there.
And there's a, let's see, I thought it was like a 2, 3, or 4 hour.
It's a 2 and a 4 hour.
No, down there. One is way down, but that's not gonna come now, I think.
Yeah,
We got a
the
2
good
hour
breaker block,
breaker here.
1745. Yeah.
We got a. This one might be a
Guys, you're not getting 45 that easy.
47, 48. We got a breaker. But if it breaks into that one, we'll get that one.
Mhm.
We'll have 45 if we come into 48. If we come into this breaker, we're going to tap this one. Yup, that's what I was thinking. Down, but how high are we going to push? We're going to push. I don't want us to push too much, but I would like it to push too much as well, because I am in a buy, so.
How did the weekly close, Mitch? Have a look again. Okay.
A doji.
Yeah, last 2 weeklies, one had a top wick on the top side, one has a wick on the bottom side. Did you see that?
Yeah, which we could
But-
go. It's not really telling us very much. At least it's not telling me. It's not.
Yeah, not a big engulfing body or something. Daily is telling more than weekly to me.
Yeah, and the daily is getting weaker. Daily bullish candles are getting weaker, but they still are bullish.
Yeah, one engulfing candle.
Yeah, I'm like 99% positive we're gonna flip today. By the end of this candle, it's gonna be red when we're done today.
Red
That's
candle?
after-
Yeah,
How many percent positive?
99% positive.
Mm-hmm.
right after Mitch takes his profit. And we can go down because I'm about to take one a buy if it goes up a little farther.
Buy the high. Mm-mm.
Oh, don't buy a little higher, because I'm gonna be selling a little bit higher.
Daniel. Daniel.
what?
Hey,
Yeah, what's
remember that pattern we talked about, Asian feeding into London open, and you said you've seen it before?
Yes.
Do you see that happening right now?
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
I'm not familiar
it's
with
just like Asian sets up a range, and then London might take out the high, the buy stops with the sell stops from the Asian range, and then continue the other way.
Agree. Yeah. Michelle, all I'm waiting for it is to develop the range, and then I'm going to kill it. 10 pips up and 10 pips down. and that's all for Asian and London, pre-London. The actual move I'm waiting for it will be during NY if there will be a big move. Otherwise, it might just tap down and then tomorrow go back up to 85. That's all. If it crosses 1767, we are pretty bullish, guys. Do you realize that? Like, pretty bullish. 67, 68 area, we're done, we're gone. We're going to say bye-bye. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking you can only get 8 or 10 pips up on this today.
Mm-hmm. What did you guys do over the weekend?
Nothing really.
Nothing. Everybody's quiet, and I'm like, well, nothing.
Brian and I went to, I don't know if y'all have IKEA there. We went to IKEA and we designed a new kitchen.
Oh wow.
So we're looking at that. And that takes hours. And then we did watch a movie this weekend. We went to the movies.
Oh, that's
I just told you about my weekend with my mic off.
Okay, tell me again.
Well, I watched the Bills win, and then we did nothing. I also said I hate IKEA. Their stuff.
You do?
Oh, you also said that?
Yes.
I like IKEA.
Their stuff is cheaply made.
Well, I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah, I used to like it when I was a bit younger, but not anymore.
I think they have some crafty little ideas.
Their ideas are good, but their engineering is worse than an architect's.
You know, you say that, but I'm actually working off of an IKEA desk that I bought for my kids. Like, we have two student desks we put back to back, and then Brian made a big platform tabletop for it. So we have one big massive desk, and it's not actually bad compared to other furniture and stuff. It works perfectly fine.
Yeah, but I hate that they fucking make it with those shavings of the wood and glue everything together, pound upon glues. The metal brackets that they don't even, you can't screw it together or anything. They give you that fucking metal rod that you got to turn with a die cast weak fucking piece of metal that snaps if you fucking try and do it. Fuck IKEA.
When I was a student, I had to go low, so I buy their 10 pounds table type of things and chairs, and I just decorated my little room with all your stuff. Easy.
That's what I like. I like their decorating ideas. I don't know, my son wants a couch for his room, and they had a futon there that was $140. I'm like, for a kid, I could do that. For a 15-year-old, get him a little futon for his room.
Mm-hmm.
Their kitchens can be pretty beautiful. I've seen a couple being put in.
Yeah, that's I like their drawer guides and the lighting that you can put in the cabinetry.
Yeah, but Brian could do all that.
Yes, but Brian's cost for doing it would be twice. It would. And the hard part is our house has custom built cabinets. So it's going to be we have to go in and now put in these units,
That's why
our lower cabinetry is just one big open cabinet with doors across the front, so you don't have walls in between the segments. So
Home Depot.
That'll be a little different. Well, that's what we did at the salon. We bought cabinets at Home Depot.
See, they came in and took pictures of the house, and then They sent us like 4 different designs and everything. It was pretty sweet. I didn't end up going with them, but they gave me the design that my wife
Who,
wanted.
who did you go with?
I bought the cabinets and did it myself.
Okay.
I just took their measurements and everything of what cabinet goes where. But I would have went with them, but they were expensive.
Yeah.
Home Depot measured the kitchen in my last house, and they measured it wrong. So it was halfway in, and I got a call from the guy who was installing it for me. And we had to redesign. I had to go back and, I had to redesign the kitchen within a day. That had taken me 4 months to design. I didn't like Home Depot that day.
Our kitchen is the last thing that has not been touched in our house. Like, we've updated everything except the kitchen.
And we're getting ready to re-update everything. Because we're getting ready to... I'm trying to...
Hey, we're back to this trend line. Let's see.
We're going to be getting out of this house, and we're trying to get down to somewhere warm where I don't got to shovel no more.
Hey, the house next door to us is for sale.
I know you said that, and well, my wife doesn't want to move to Texas.
We're very close to the school.
She doesn't want to be mistaken as a non-American, let's just say.
What does that mean? I'm confused.
To be considered a Mexican? Because she's Puerto Rican?
You know what? Well, a lot of Americans are really ignorant, but
They are.
I love this country, but people who grew up here are very uneducated.
Yeah, because they use toilet paper instead of bidets, which
Oh my gosh.
that's
the difference.
me and my aunt were talking about this yesterday. She was like calling me bougie, and I'm like, no, that's just doesn't make sense to me anymore. I just can't understand why Americans do that.
Okay, is that the bottom for the next rise?
I haven't noticed it moved.
Well, mine did.
Yeah, we moved a little, slight. We're 24 minutes in. Let's see.
Well, we broke through the trend line and then we popped back above it. So
In 24 minutes, we went 17 pips. Holy shit.
yeah,
Don't
this is
Okay, so
exciting.
careful not
What
to
did
blow
that
your
bring
accounts,
back?
guys. This price is moving so fast. We might blow accounts.
What do you guys have the price at? Because I'm just wondering if there's something wrong.
1764.45.
Okay, I've got 1764.38. Well, my bottom. Yeah, bottom of it.
On which, on your broker one?
Yeah.
Yeah, my broker's a little off too.
But it just doesn't.
But my broker, it's not that it's off. The broker moves faster. My MT5 price moves. The candle moves, and then trading view moves.
Okay.
Mine is 1764.41 right now. I'm gonna check it.
Is that the top of the spread or the bottom?
That's a good question. Which one is that? Let me check.
I'm sitting at 3 minutes to see it.
The
so.
bottom one for me is 1764.44. That's my bottom one.
Yup, I
Okay.
bought.
My bottom one's 1764.36.
Right now it's 49. So I'm with IC Market. That's a very big broker and one of the best. So 1764.5.4. This is how it's moving here.
Yeah, so I guess what I'm saying is it's not moving that a lot.
And I'm giving it the lower one price, everybody.
Isn't it 9 o'clock that it usually moves? That your time is that you were.
Yeah, if it has to, because the same thing happened. It was a better move than this, I think, on Friday. It was selling down and gave some pips on the start of the day, but today it doesn't want to do much. And I really don't expect more than 17. The range, I don't expect more than 1749, and the top 1767-ish. I think the actual move, if it goes to 1749, I'm buying again to take it further up. If it breaks 1749, so these are my key levels that I'm thinking about. 1749 comes down to 1745, so it's $5 easy ones right now.
1708.
Ha ha ha. Mitch,
Yes.
your M is going to be having one leg higher and then drop from there.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted it to push up a little bit, so
Yeah, I did not even bother about
I was looking
trading
at
this
67, 68. So let's hope we
yeah.
push to come down.
So does anybody know? Was it a holiday in China or Japan or?
Today?
No holidays.
Okay.
It's just the beginning of a month.
This is the kids' break here, that's all. And we went down to a very, very, very nice place, top of the hill, and then down with the cable cars. It was fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if you check my Insta picture, I was having fun now, and then it was right in front of the beach, so we could see the whole beach from the hill.
I'd do anything to be near an ocean. I've been trying to go for the last 2 years to go back to anywhere, spend a few months near an ocean again.
Really?
Well, we're really landlocked here near Toronto.
Come
We got the Niagara River right down the road from you.
Exactly. We have water and water and water.
Yeah, I went to Niagara Falls about a month ago for 3 days, and that was wonderful.
See,
Yeah.
we don't go to Niagara Falls. I'd actually take take that for granted, I guess, because it's always been a 20-minute. It's always been a 20-minute ride from me, so it's always
it's
been.
a 20-minute drive for you to Niagara Falls?
Yeah. It's where I'm right off the thruway. I'm like 20 minutes from everywhere, because I have all throughways right by me.
Nice.
But
Good
yeah.
vacation.
We get a better view from Canada, though. You know that, right?
Our side's bigger. Actually, we get a better view because you guys have to look at shitty American side, and we get to look across to the amazing light show of Canada. That fucking Canada's looks sweet compared to ours. Like, no jokes. If you ever go to Niagara Falls and you go to Canada and you just say, "Hey, let's see the American side," don't, because you will literally drive through like abandoned house after abandoned house after shithole looking like it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, nobody lives there. Well, I shouldn't say nobody lives there. Nobody has invested in fixing up the houses over there. That used to be our huge shopping spree.
Oh yeah, right there at the Rainbow Mall.
Yeah, and then they overpriced all the malls because they knew the Canadians were coming over. But that was when our currency was worth a lot.
Yeah, Gino's and Joe's, my father-in-law used to own at the Rainbow Mall. The pizzeria.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I wasn't a huge shopper. I went over for the partying. Okay. My family would go over for the shopping. They would say, "Where's Lena?"
I went down to that side because my uncle lives in there close by. So on one of my Thanksgiving breaks from Pennsylvania to him in Canada, and that's when I visited Niagara Falls. It was like, wow, just like
Okay, so did you come over to the Canadian side for the Niagara Falls, or did you stay over on the U.S. side?
No, I was in Canada. I was on that side.
Yeah.
Okay, so which is best? Now you have to answer because
Oh, Canada. We already know that. I mean, just by looking at it. Next time I'm down there, matter of fact, we're gonna go before it gets cold because we normally do, and I'll take a picture and post it, and then Lena could take a picture whenever she gets down and post our side, and we'll compare that way. Whose looks better?
well, I think that you're on.
Let's go. Let's go. Little push up, man. Keep going up.
Trying, isn't it?
I just wanted for me to get at least like 7 pips, 10 pips, something. I'm 4 pips up, then I go 2 pips and draw it out. Then I go 3 pips up, then I go 1 pip and draw it out.
Yeah.
Well, if you look on the 1 hour again, it's made that top wick a 4th time. It's like,
Yeah, it needs to either get over it or get under it.
yeah. One thing I notice is, like I know, Sasha, you are awake. I mean, it's your morning now and it's my evening. But Mitch and Michelle, like you're up so much at night. And I don't think when I get back to trading, I'm trying to set my hours and I don't think I can do it. Like I'm not a morning person and like I'm thinking 7 would be the earliest, but most of you guys are trading and talking and planning, and I miss all of that. By the time I get on, you guys have planned it all and talked about it all. A little undecided.
For me, it doesn't matter because I have to anyway go to the ERs at times, and hospital all different timings. I have to cope up with that. So my schedule is not on the dot that daily this is gonna happen with me. It's how I get my rosters and I follow that. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking you're on every day. Okay, but I'm not keeping track of anybody. So
Yeah. No, even if I'm on every day, I'm even on from hospitals. If I don't have a board or something, or if I'm not with the doctor and we're seeing the patients or something, then I can be on from my own little working space that I have there. So it's kind of like an office place where I'm doing some computer work. Then I'm on. I don't mind coming on. I have my another laptop with me for trading, along with the hospital things. Yeah.
Yeah. So the patient's looking at the chart, and you're looking at the chart, but they're 2 different charts.
Yeah, exactly. But
They're looking at their heart chart going up and down, and up, and you're going.
I sometimes have to. I sometimes have to, make reports, and look at those things, and put on what I think about this, and all the study stuff. So yeah.
So you're writing the patient's heart is bullish.
Get right into that way. It's bullish.
It's coming back to support where it broke out of, and
Oh, no, that means so weird.
Is Michelle still on?
I'm here. I talked a few times and didn't realize I was muted.
I have a question for you, Michelle. You're planning to stay in your your home for a long time now, or are you fixing it up that you might?
Oh my gosh, Lena, if I
Oh,
could
no,
have
no,
my
no.
dream,
Is that a can of worms that I'm opening up?
my dream is that I sell everything I own and I like live out of a suitcase all over the world.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to plan right now.
It's actually cheaper that way. I was watching a video, and it was about a husband and wife. They're like they're
Well,
truck drivers and they're partners. So they run 24 hours. They're gone all the time. So when they are back in town or wherever they want to go stay, they can. They just rent the hotel, and it comes out cheaper that way for them.
I mean, I would love to do like an Airbnb, like a month at a time in different places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that you can, like, because it would actually be cheaper than having, because you won't have any bills. You'll have nothing. So you have a
Yep.
cell phone bill. That's it. You don't own a car. You rent cars.
Yeah, so you're not.
No, I would own a car. I would
Well
own a
then,
car.
now you have another bill. So now it's taken out of your expenses. The way that they
No,
said
but
it,
my car would be
the
paid for.
the combined
I
of
would
them
pay
for a week, they make $6,000 a week between the both of them, and so they work 3 weeks and then they take a week off in the month of that month, and they only spend like $3,000 between everything that month or that week.
Right.
And at hotels, you get so much service, so you don't have to be doing the dreaded, taking care of the house thing. Well, for me, it was just me taking care of the inside, the outside, the roof, the garage, the lawn, everything was just too much. So I sold everything and I've got a unit now, so I can shut the door and leave, or look out the window and watch everybody else shoveling their driveways, Mitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to move from the cold, but I would still be here every winter plowing, because
Oh, you plow. You do that for a living.
yeah.
Okay.
This will be my 11th season. No matter what I've done in my life, plowing I always come back to. I love plowing.
Okay. You can make a lot of money during a storm in Buffalo.
Yeah. Especially because when that lake effect comes in, forget about it.
So where does your wife want to move to?
We're looking into Florida. We're looking into Georgia, because I got family in Georgia. I got family in North Carolina. So we're looking in there, around there.
South Carolina is really lovely.
Yeah. There's parts. We're just looking, and we have to. I've been in Buffalo my whole life. It's so what I really take for granted a lot of stuff, particularly racism. Right?
Yeah.
Because racism, yeah, it's here, but it's not like down there. At least down there, they let you know. You don't have to wonder if they don't like you because you're black. They let you know that they don't like you because you're black. It's not like around here. Around here, they'll smile in your face and then call you the N-word behind your back. So, but it's also not. I don't ever fear about getting lynched because I said something, you know.
Yeah. When I went to Niagara Falls, I noticed a lot of people there from around the world visiting that didn't live there, because sometimes, I talk to a lot of people, but people visiting they're so comfortable there, and in Toronto, it's close to 10 years now that what do you call it? They used to, years ago, call it a visible minority, but that's sort of defunct now. That's ridiculous to say, right? Because so non-white people have become a majority, up to like 70 to 75% in Toronto.
Well, my
Typically,
technically my race is becoming the only race, and that's the mixed race,
yeah, exactly right.
mixed power, which is
Yeah,
stupid. That's why I don't care what race. I'm American. I'm not.
yeah, and exactly. I
Like,
don't
what is it?
want to get into the race, but all I'm saying is that in Canada, we're just it's I know there's racism. I know because people
Oh,
will tell me, and to me, there's you know, to me, there's the feminine race that I deal with, that I've dealt with since 1979 when I opened my business, or 82 when I opened my business, because I thought we had equal rights. And I soon found out that if someone wants your office and they're a lawyer, all of a sudden you don't know what's happening to your wherever you're living. There's things going wrong with your rental, and you don't know why until you just finally move out because some guys, banded together and wanted your office because it was nice. Like that was, sort of what I dealt with as the years went by. But so I guess a lot of women experience racism in that way. In that, you walk by and you're called a name,
What?
sort of thing. Pardon?
Really? Call the name?
You've never been called a name as a woman walking down the street?
Hell no, I'll beat their head off. What would they call me? Like, what name?
I don't know. Maybe you haven't gone a lot of places on your own.
Me? I've been to a
But,
lot of places. I've studied alone. I've lived in boarding from grade 9 onwards in Pennsylvania, and then in UK, and then US. After that, I came here, and in Saudi is a very racist place. So you'll forget about everything if you go to Saudi for some time. So I've faced that, and women, how they've been treated and things done over there, that's like really different. Although it's changed now so much.
well, have you been
But
treated bad in Saudi?
sorry.
Did you say you were treated bad in Saudi?
No, not exactly. But I live there, grew up there, love Saudi. So, but what I'm saying is, women have a different culture there that's been very different. So, and very dominated by men. But women gain a lot of respect there. I mean, respect in a way that we have different cues. Women come first in everything, even in the cars. If you are sitting next to a woman with a family, it's been treated absolutely. So it's different and complicated. But then women couldn't drive at that time, and then they have to be protected. So they think women cannot protect themselves so well. So they have to protect everybody have to protect women more. So it was so weird. But I grew up in that, and I understand Islam as well. So some of it is from there, some of it is not, and all of that. But since I've lived in Western countries so much, for example, when I was in grade 9, I was sent to my boarding school, and then I studied there in Pennsylvania. Then I moved to Florida for some time, then back to Saudi, and then to UK, and now here. But what you're saying, that somebody will be calling you out on the street here, that never happened. Like
You ever
here,
walked by a construction site in the U.S.?
construction site?
Yeah,
or walk past any group of men.
yeah, alone.
Well,
I mean,
actually
I'm
not.
guilty of it too, but I gotta remember I got daughters, so like, not now. I got daughters. For the past 11 years, my outlook on life has changed.
Yeah,
Whoa, you
To be
can
honest, I mean, I that's just it's how you're raised in the society, right? And then it's just
yeah. So I'm not. All I'm saying is, I've been on, business owner on my own, striking out, in even when I had a partner, I had a sole owned business, or I've traveled throughout Europe and Asia and different places by myself.
yeah.
but but you can, you can get into bad areas or whatever. Anyway, all I'm saying is racism and I don't know the term to use when you're a woman.
Sexism?
It can be okay, yeah, it can be similar. Like you can be treated very similarly, where your dignity is like, even if your dignity in your mind doesn't go down, they can try. So racism, I think a lot of women can identify with racism, is what I'm trying to say.
Because however, Lena, if it's in the hospital here, anything of that sort, because hospitals are the safest for the women now that I've seen when I'm studying. So more women, and they're all respected here, and loads of nurses are there, and then your HR is there all the time. So anything of that sort, everybody's scared, not to go into that zone, so that you can quickly just go and complain about it. They don't want that, and many things at work. I've listened to people's story, but didn't face it myself. Maybe I need to be more experienced, still in the learning phase.
Yeah, do you ever see Aboriginal people in
Yeah.
Australia in the hospitals? They get dealt with
Oh.
pretty well, do they?
Oh, well, let's not talk about that. I get scared of them at times. They're so wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so rough that I'm not used to it. I'm like, oh God, not them. Please, I can't handle them. And they talk, I can't curse this and that. I'm not used to it. And they start with the same thing. They don't speak anything but that. And then they're shouting. And even if I have to share the lifts, if you're just going up or down, and they're in the same lift, I would rather take stairs, because they're so rough. They could be banging the door of the lift. It happened with me, and I was like, oh God, what's wrong with the person? And so I don't know what's their mental status like, but it's been for me 4 years only in Australia. But I never had. I had some nice, educated, simple people. They're good. They're very nice. I've been friends with them. But those who look rough, and they are really rough, and their kids also. So I was walking after work, and I was just going my way to the lift, so that I can go down and to the parking lot and everything. On the way, right in public, on the big walking down side, they started screaming their head off to the phone to somebody, and then whoever was coming in front of them, they were just like, fuck off, go off from here. What are you doing? And then, it's mumbling in their mouth, no manners, nothing. I get scared of these stuff.
First Nations people in Canada are finally getting some help, because they had been, really discriminated against for so long, and especially by the Catholic Church. So,
for example, if I went down to insurance company for my car, I had to get something done, and then I usually don't visit their office. It's written, we believe in Aboriginal rights, and we believe this is your land, and notes like that. And that was very odd to me. That why do we have to literally spell it out? Is there that? Then we were, I was reading their history and how and what happened to them and all of that. So that makes sense, but they're very insecure. You have to bring down the security to them. But
yeah,
still,
it's gold's going down a little bit. I just want to mention.
gold's going. Michelle is happy now, right, Michelle?
Oh, my first copyright coming soon.
I was humming over it. Nobody would mistaken that for a real song.
Aw, that's sweet though.
I don't know. I play music all the time, and I haven't gotten one yet, so guess I'm not that popular yet.
Well, you're off the radar.
Let's see what I could get away with.
Let's see. Oh, DXY's almost closed its gap. It's
Okay.
There's a
halfway through its own gap right now.
There's
So
a
you-
gap on my broker on the 1 minute sitting down at
At gold, on gold.
on 62, yeah, 62.47.
Yes, that's the exact gap I told you.
Oh, that's where yours is at too?
Yep.
Oh,
So where
that's-
mine is.
okay.
6047 on 1 minute.
No, 62.7.
Yeah, 62.47. Mine's at 62.47, yeah.
Wait,
Oh, well, that's a good drop again. Check that out.
yeah, this is the drop I was waiting for.
There you go.
I even put a buy order in front of that gap. I front loaded the gap, but then I took my buy order out because I was like, maybe they'll go down there and hit it if I mean, I've been waiting for this. Legit.
Man,
I was
this
telling Brian, I just left the room a minute ago and I was like, Brian, gapping gold and DXY gapped and went opposite directions. DXY came back and gold has not. And so this is it coming back.
But look at the 30-minute candles. On,
yeah, we
on
gotta
the green candle.
be careful, everyone, because these 50s are about to tap. That's why I was only looking. I didn't think we were coming down much, because when the EMA's tap, it rises. This 50 is gonna just hold it up.
Do you think it's just wicking down?
It could. I mean, it's rising now. So it's gonna come up, and then it's gonna eventually come down. Once my 50 comes above my 200, price will come down to it, and then it'll just hold it, right? You just watch price guide along this 50.
Yeah,
Yes.
8 minute for candle.
I'm playing a channel right now.
They cross, and then it just holds it.
Actually 2 channels right now. And the one channel says 1760s where we're going.
Yep, we could be. But
And if
the
we
upper-
break the channel, we'll be getting down to 54. Hey Sasha, I did have a
1760?
question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it. Hold on, let me refresh. Return point
Mhm.
was way up.
Mhm.
When?
Okay.
Mine's been down.
Mine was up when Asia started.
Oh, when we hopped on a stream, I didn't have one, and then it popped up. I just had GR. I never had RP.
Mine was at 1765. Mine was at 1765. And then
When?
now it's 1725.
Yeah. So yeah, that's true. I refresh it every 20 minutes. So yeah, you're right. You're right on that, but I don't look at that because I don't look at that all the time. It's ranging and it can keep changing. That's the thing. So I don't focus on that, but that gives me an idea. But if it is close within the close range, then I look at that more.
Let me see if that return point has anything to do with my gap, which I found a tool for. Not my gap, a channel. Hold on.
So why don't you look at
Hold
GR first? GR is more achievable than RP.
Yeah, which is still down.
Yeah, which is down.
I just had several confluences tell me we were going down.
We are gonna go down, Michelle, but I'm
To
just
go back
waiting
up.
for-
Yes, yeah, for sure. We are going down to go back up, but 1749 on that.
What are some of the confluences you've got?
So I have some channels that I didn't draw, like they're not my channels. And it's a auto channel that I have on my software.
Oh, okay.
And so it's made me see channels a little bit different. So hold on, let me tell you what I see. We're in 1, 2, 3 upward channels right now. 3 upward channels. So all of those should break down. And then we're in one massive downward channel. that if we break all the upward channels, we should tap the far end of the downward channel, which would be, oh, hold on, there's an even bigger one than that. Hold on a second.
So there's nothing we can check on our charts.
No. So basically the bottom of the big channel is at 1610. And that is a downward channel down at 1610. So, yeah. And then we should go all the way back up to the high of gold to break the big channel. It's on a daily. And once it goes down, it should go all the way back up. However, I did have a path to 1800. I got to look at this again because I worked on this yesterday. So once it breaks those two, goes to the origin there, that is on that channel. It could go up to 1800 before it gets down to the 1600. That's a whole lot of back and forth, so who knows? We were just at a pivotal point. I had several channels tell me that where we topped out today was our top.
Mm-hmm.
And it took out the sell stops that happened last week. And now it paused.
Did you see the WhatsApp message, Michelle?
Now let me go look. And DXY closed its gap and reversed. It's dropping now, which is probably why gold paused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, DXY did an about face. It closed that gap and
Until London, we'll be preparing for NY and all of that, you know. So I don't expect much to happen today, right now, especially. Not one of those days when Asian is going to give us a nice, big, huge move. If it doesn't, it's going to be cool, but I don't expect that.
I just see at minimum we go close this gap. We're about, how many pips away are we? We're like 13 pips away from it. That's not an unreasonable target.
So we closed that gap that I was looking at, I believe.
Oh, mine's still 10 pips from here.
Let's see. Yeah, closed 1762.47.
9 pips, 8 pips. It looks much further on my chart. Ooh, you know what? There's a massive order amount right at the gap. There's a whole bunch of buyers sitting right at the gap.
How do you know they're buyers?
Because it's on the buy side of my
okay,
chart.
that's...
I have a buyers and sellers side of the order. Okay, so I'm going to front load that by 2 pips and get out before we ever get there.
I'm sitting at 6 pips on my little sell that I took.
That's
at
nice.
1763.27. I just want 10. Just a bit of a shot in the arm because I haven't traded in so long.
I got in at 1764.80.
A sell? I thought you took a buy.
But it wasn't going. So I closed it and took a
Okay.
sell.
Mitch
'Cause
is
I wanted-
very good about closing.
Nice. You got in way higher than me then. That's nice.
Because I went out, it didn't go up. I was looking, I said I wanted to see 67, and then it started going to where it wasn't, we weren't going anywhere.
It was starting to look heavy to me on the 1 hour. I don't know how to describe that look. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when the candle starts to look heavy? It's not really moving. Well, it must be moving, but I don't know.
Gosh, I can't find my drawings from Sammy. That top up there, is it does it go up, over, and back down?
What time frame? Tell me the time frame.
It doesn't matter, it's the shape. So you can look on the 15-minute and look at that shape. Is it up, over, back down? Or is it up, over, and it continues up?
It's the equal highs. I don't see I have that drawing with me, I think. But it's the equal highs. It's not when it wicks a bit higher and then comes down. Like, it comes down, it goes up, and it comes down back.
We're 5 pips from the gap.
Yeah, you're going to get it. Don't
4
worry.
pips. Oh,
And that's your TP, right?
no, I'm taking it before we get to the gap.
Okay.
I will be more than blessed to take this profit. Although I do think personally we're going to 54. So maybe I just I just need to take my profit and be happy.
I think
Because
we're
we
going
could bounce, we could bounce off of that gap. Usually that's what happens. And considering DXY went straight to the gap and then reversed, that could happen to gold.
I have my moving average. So 60.5-ish is something. And that'll be the order block on the 15-minute on the left. And also the breakup structure kind of thing. You can look at that. So many confluences that you're going to get a reaction right here. Here. Nope. Here. Here. Stop moving.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm not even looking at Mitch's chart. I thought she was telling gold to stop moving.
I'm looking. Look, Mitch also has a moving average here. And which one is that, Mitch? Is it 50?
Yeah.
We look at this 4 hour. We still have 3 hours left in this 4 hour candle. This could end up being a monster 4 hour candle.
Bearish or bullish?
Bearish.
Okay.
It could take us all the way. I mean, it could, but it's Asia. So never mind.
And it's gold, because it likes to retrace.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could be just making a wick.
We have 3 hours left in this candle.
We could be just making a wick, but I'm in a little cell and I'm on the 3-minute, and I just see it going down to 61.18, where there's just a little resistance to the left there. It could drop down to that and then go back up.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful.
Reversal pattern.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Daniel, are you still on this Zoom? Daniel, please tell me you're here. It's about to take me out. It's about to close me, and I'm going to kind of be sad.
I thought you had a cell.
I
What?
do, but I get very sad to close my really good trades.
Well, you can
Oh,
use that,
Steve's here. Steve's
profit.
quiet. He snuck
Use
in.
that profit to get the next one. Sorry, Mitch.
No, I was just saying Steve was here. You good?
Steve Green?
Yeah.
There it is. I'm out. All right, let's see if it bounces here. It's hitting a whole
Congratulations.
bunch of orders right now.
Okay, but now you're supposed to feel good. Now you're supposed to take a minute. Come
Okay.
on. Take a minute and feel good. That's what it's about. Otherwise, it's really hard to close a trade. What we got? Oh,
Yeah,
we're-
yeah. We're pushing. We're pushing.
Michelle's gonna say no. I knew whenever I come out, this is what happens.
All right, it just filled all those orders, so expect it to hop up maybe 5 pips right here. It's gonna hop around right here for a minute to absorb.
I could get 5 pips.
Lots it just took in.
What did you do, Mitch? Did you close it? Did you take some profit?
No. I'm cool with some 5 pips. I'm closing everything down at 60.
I just held that with 3 lots.
Very nice.
Good
That's
try.
exciting.
Our job is just to make sure the power stays on. It's to do it in a way that protects this beautiful, special place we call home. This place we grew up.
It was worth the wait.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah, that sounded like Ted Cruz. I can't stand that dude. He just absolutely, when he just speaks, he just
It's
irks.
embarrassing. It's
Like-
embarrassing.
like-
He's from my state. And
Like-
people think he's amazing. It's so embarrassing.
Like, he straight up left y'all when y'all was all frozen. He took him, his
Yes.
neighbor,
Yes,
and
when people
left.
were dying in his state because they had no water, their freezing temperature, and they had no power, he took his family to Mexico. I mean, it's embarrassing.
Well, I think that's a really good reason for everybody to know that it's just one person, right?
I mean,
We like to put people together and then say, well, they're all bad.
Then-
So let's all stop, right?
I seen
but he, like, honestly, people were dying because of lack of necessity. Like,
Oh, we heard it loud and clear. We heard the whole thing the day it happened, the day it came out in Canada. I mean, we heard about Ted.
I
mean-
just don't. It's so crazy. It was such nonsense.
He's
and it
dumb
was all
as
for the
hell.
greed.
I've watched a video where he took bacon, wrapped it around the barrel of an AR-15, let the AR-15 off, and then he ate the black powder-covered bacon.
Cody thinks that's cool.
No,
Cody's
it
like,
definitely was
"That's
cool that you
cool."
could cook. It's
I'm
cool
like,
that you could cook
mhm.
bacon, but it's not cool that he fucking ate it. Does he not know that that's? I mean, he doesn't know. He's dumb. But black powder like affects your brain. Like,
Well, maybe that's the problem with him.
We wasn't dumb enough not to dress up and sit in front of a fireplace. Pretend it was winter time when he was in Mexico.
it
You
was
know,
just-
Cuba? I thought it was it Mexico?
No, it was Mexico. He was
Oh.
taking his family to Cancun.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. While people were dying,
Yeah. Yeah, we heard it. I mean, we're so
It's
close.
just
to
like-
that.
the whole state, the entire state, we're not talking one community. Texas is massive. The
Yeah.
entire state had no power. Now, I take that back. We had power off and on. Like my family, we only lost power for 24 hours. But I would have gladly given up my power for people in apartments because we have a generator. You can't run a generator in apartments. We have a fireplace. Apartments don't have fireplaces. Like we can survive in my house. It's the people that were in apartments, the less fortunate people who suffered the most.
Well, and homeless people, and it was cold. Didn't it snow for the first time in a long time?
No. We get snow a lot. Actually, it didn't really snow. It was just freezing temperatures.
I hate that. That is the worst.
And our power grid went down because our power grid's not regulated. It's run by a private company who was told 10 years ago, our governor, no, Rick Perry was our governor then. Rick Perry, who was on Trump's administration, Rick Perry was told 10 years ago that our power grid would fail in extreme cold. And they did nothing to fix our power grid. They knew it could happen and they did nothing to prevent it.
I wonder where that information goes when they're told it. I mean, it has to go somewhere that
In
someone.
one ear, out the other.
Yeah, like, oh, that costs too much. So it's just all about greed. And that's the saddest part about America is everybody is all about greed.
Well, I don't think you're the only country there.
We're not.
About greed?
Australia's not greedy, are they?
Yeah, but we're the only fucking we're the only country that's toppled governments for oil and shit. Come on, let's be honest. And then blame an entire race of people for being criminals, yet we're the ones stealing their fucking oil. So I'm just saying. I love America, but I'm just saying.
I love America too. I just don't like our government and I don't like the greed.
We a big ass bully is what we are.
We are. You're right.
You guys paying for a lot too, though, for a lot of other countries.
Yeah,
Because
we
Saudi
actually help more
Arabia-
countries than we help the citizens in
Yeah, that's true. But Saudi Arabia could, kick in a few bucks. They're pretty rich.
Yeah, but during the thing when when coronavirus first came and they were like trying to give people nothing, like that $500 stimulus or something came out, whatever it was. And then I've come to find out that we sent another country like $300 billion or something. Like, what the fuck? We're gonna send money out, but your citizens can't pay for nothing, right? Just doesn't make sense. But so I'm not a politician.
Okay, well, I made my little pebbles here, so I'm gonna get going. It's 10:15, and I got a big day tomorrow. So it was so nice chatting with you guys.
Oh my gosh, Lena, I love
Nice
when
to
you
have you
stop
back,
by.
Lena.
Oh, thanks. I hope to be back more often soon because I can't stay away from you guys. This is the best trading. Well, it's the best trading situation I've ever really been in. So thank you guys, and have a good one.
Thank you too.
You too.
Ciao, ciao.
Yeah, I'll be heading off in like 15 minutes also. It needs to stop raining.
Where's Daniel? I really hope Daniel caught this because we
He
talked
left.
about it.
I think they all left.
Dang, he got off. Yeah, he and I talked about this yesterday. We planned this out. I think he was a little in disbelief. And I was like, I trust my channels. Especially when they're not even my channels. And now we're going to break through the gap and probably continue down. I almost took a re-entry on this. Let me see what DXY is doing though. Oh, it's almost back to the top. Oh, it's actually creating a pennant. So it's consolidating. Where did AJ go? He never even talked. Did he even say hi?
No, he just wrote by.
Mitch, should I be happy with 3 lots at 30 pips and go on to bed?
Sure. Give it 15 more minutes. If gold is going to drop, then I need to hedge my position. Yeah, I mean, I close my buys or my sells. I close my buys and I close my sells I'm in nothing right now. I was trying to take a trade before I got back in, but it doesn't look like anything's gonna happen. $17.70, $17.80, maybe London. I don't know if we're gonna get that today. It's like we're gonna push down somewhere, possibly into this 60 area, 60.36 into this. Somewhere there, 59.60. Or even possibly down more. But I doubt we're gonna get down more. I mean, if we're moving down now in Asian, that means we're definitely moving up in London. Yeah.
Yesterday, I had this mapped out where we were going to come back to the 38% of that full move. I don't remember how. Once I go through like so many different scenarios with myself, I sometimes lose. Yep. 38%. That's where I think we're going to come back down to.
What in the hell is going on with your chart, Michelle? That shit looks crazier than normal. Oh, I see. That's not that one. Never mind. I smell you stepping in. Oh, the Bible. Yeah, I see. Very nice. I wonder if we're gonna create an order block here in the 4 hour. Have it come up down and tap this. Yeah. Oh, look where that joint adds up to. thought I was always the host. Did I make you host, Michelle?
Are you asking if you can make me host? I didn't hear you.
Did my screen share stop?
No? Oh, yeah, I can see you. Your screen share stopped. I'm on the phone. I'll be back.
Alright, everyone. I am off for tonight. I'm gonna pass Michelle the stream or the Zoom. And we'll see you later. I'm in here. I got my stop set to here. Let's see. I think I'm gonna close this. Wait till we get in profit and just close it, because I didn't realize it was made an order block here.
Get all the money.
But later, everyone. I don't know.